seemed like the worst of ideas, considering the composition with the Roger, with the Baksha as well. Now with the Novaria though, any kind of surprise ambush playstyle from Bigetron will be nullified quite a bit.
It does help with vision, for sure, this Novaria, but... What?
Oh!
What?
Okay.
Sicilian, a debut pick for Moreno. This is a signature Bigetron pick from back in the day.
Yeah.
I mentioned it earlier on when we were talking about how Bigetron loved to play in the late game back from Season 7 up until the change in roster because of this signature Sicilian pick in the mid lane. And we're seeing exactly that. But it's so vulnerable. It's so susceptible in the early game. Clearing is also an issue in the early game because of the mana usage. It's going to be quite interesting to see what emblem that the Sicilian goes for. And it will be accompanied with the CC. Evos will close it off with a Paquito. Arashi, your thoughts on the Sicilian pick?
Definitely dangerous looking at the composition right now. With the chip as well, there's going to be moments where the
standings, the #1 contenders for the next Kings of the Galaxy titles. They are caught in a bad position. And if they lose this, they are going to be forced down in the lower bracket to meet up with Geek. And let's jump in to the Coliseum. Let's jump into the Land of Dawn.
Early on, we're looking at the clear speed difference. Bigetron, though, they have the pressure in the mid lane here. The Chip and the Sicilian working well with each other in the early game, at least for a while. Actually, the clear for Sicilian isn't really that terrible, especially with how the clearing is done right now with 2 members together. It's not too bad. You can see Iman already exerting pressure as much as possible. Already a more aggressive set of lanes for the side of Bigetron. Can they find the opportunities though? Already going into the jungle to try and steal some resources.
Lands with the Aegis though.
Yeah.
He's expecting a lot of burst damage coming his way, especially against the Sicilian. That could be the reason why he went for it, but man, that is definitely unusual. But look at this.
Oh, Annabelle, 1v3 situation. Blockun will not be able to do much, but there you go. So Rizzo pops the Vengeance, collects the first blood, and get out.
Whoa.
Oh, they want more Moreno. Bigetron, old school Bigetron, right? With that Sicilian, add more kill to the board.
Interesting situation right here with the Sicilian. We were thinking it might be a late game angle for Bigetron, but that Sicilian has been a lot more active and actually a lot more effective right here in the early game. Able to spam out the bad impacts like that certainly is a big plus when you're in a big skirmish. Without stacks though, we weren't expecting Moreno to be able to do that much damage. But with that pressure, with that success, now they're immediately going for the neutral objective.
Buffy chunked below 50% of its HP. But with that, Supercan will collect the turtle, no problem. Oh, another invasion. And Annabelle will go down for the second time this game. Wow. 2,000 gold already, 2.5 minutes, and you can see here just a lot of action. Bigetron, they're not messing around here. Game 3.
They're falling behind. And Annabelle, he was very late to that level 4 and he was still even focusing on his own buff. And Supercan being able to very, very easily pick up that neutral objective. Very interesting. We mentioned this, right, with the Sicilian, that perhaps they would bank on towards the late game. Did Annabelle steal it away? No, okay, Annabelle still gets it. Supercan now caught in a no man's land.
Let's see here, receiving a lot of damage, taunted and taken down, blazing the wet though with the Aegis. Will somehow assist to take Key down. Now, top lane, Amon in wolf form. Branson Dreams trying to make things up here, trying to set things up. Amon still able to sustain the damage. And there you go. Evos found compensation in that trade.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Who got that purple buff? Was it denied from Supercan? We'll have to wait and see, but the Evos, it seems like they were on the back foot for a while, but this is what happens. They just find a way, find the momentum to go in. Brands, though, might be the target here.
Wait a minute, shortcut just in time. And with that, Bigetron collapse on towards Rans and NFL again. 2 members down and out. 1,500 lead already established for the Red Robots.
It's jumping back and forth, but Bigetron definitely have picked up the pace once again with Key on the chip. The fact that it can facilitate these cross-map play and that movement has been very, very valuable for Key to set up these ganks. Meanwhile, Dreams already on the way to help Brands out in the lane. But again, Bigetron using this as a distraction as they start to set up for the neutral objective. Superken's already there.
Moving around, but on the flanks, Fluffy is looking for an opportunity. Annabelle, though, takes the aggression.
Almost taken down for the 4th time there. But yeah, with that, the second turtle will be claimed. Will be claimed by the Red Robots, no problem. And 5 minutes in, it seems like it's a Bigetron game already even with a Sicilian in their comp.
Now they're gonna try and maintain that kind of pressure and really look at Key and his positioning. Usually waiting around for the next big play, the next big opportunity. And even in the goal lane, the fact that Iman is now independent means that they can be more active. But Sorizo baiting out Fluffy.
Oh, with the conceal as well. Key helps out with the shortcut well again. And Moreno will secure that kill. The first turret in the game will be taken out there in the bottom side of the map.
A scaling Sicilian is not the best of Sicilians that you want to see, right? 2-0-4. And that's going to keep on scaling. He's going to keep on getting those stacks, and that's a problem. The faster he gets to those items, the more important that it is to shut him down. And so far, the White Tigers have not been able to do that. So Emon is not only the looming danger that Bigetron have right now, they also have Moreno.
And look at how Bigetron are playing it out. They've been cutting waves left and right. And Key coming here to try and back Eman out, but that's because the shortcut can be used relatively soon. They're going to play for the purple buff though.
2v4, this is not it, man. Key finding the kill, another as well. NFL, 4th time down. Now, Klokun actually under pressure. And the mid lane turret is also very low here. Things are not looking very stable forward side of Evos Glory. Top lane, they want to commit, they want to collapse on towards Brands, and they get it. So Rizzo finds the killing spree.
They're not letting them breathe whatsoever. It's a complete turn of events for game number 3. 4,000, 5,000 gold lead now.
Wow.
Amounted, collected by the Red Robots, and Annabelle is even struggling in his own jungle. He's gonna be able to get it, but they forced a retribution out, and this is gonna be another turtle. The 3rd turtle, by the way, completely clean for Bigetron.
Just doing a lot better right here, having all the control, and even if they're spread out, we saw that actually Bigetron really does well in these situations when they can be creative with their approaches, as Fluffy gets jumped on again.
Yeah, 3v1 shortcut, no need. The Paquito will fall again. And with that, more space will be taken away from Evos Glory. Almost there, bottom side taken out. But Superken, this might be a mistake, right? No, they will commit onto it. Superken, no help whatsoever. Prism's right desperately. A little bit too ambitious there and punished severely by Evos Glory.
They finally get a little bit of a trade back, but even then, that's only onto Superken. Annabelle does get his purple buff finally. But what's the plan, right? They have completely lost control over their own side of the map. If they want to go for contests, there's just so much damage, there's just so much maneuverability, there's just so much space and unpredictability that Key offers on the chip. And it's become a problem. We haven't seen Dreams becoming that quote-unquote counter towards the chip whatsoever.
There really hasn't been a situation where Evos are ready to receive the big shortcut play. And that's partially to Key. It's not generically going in with the shortcut. Sometimes he just goes in and threatens. And if he doesn't see that it's a quick pickoff, it's a quick done deal where Dreams can't come in with the curse, then he won't go for it.
Dreams needs to be careful. Oh, they want to fight though. Shortcut committed. Again, Brands now with the Aegis, blazing duet, not enough damage. He wants to get out. Dreams is there to cover. Annabelle slides away from that fight. No casualties from that team fight.
It was a very close fight right there. Both teams finding ways to be relevant. But in the end, Bigetron have a bit more control. They have the more active team, and they'll be able to go for that Lord and take it away. Evos, although showing that they are not going down without a fight, are still absolutely on the back foot. They gotta wait for a bit longer to get some items, for Fluffy to be a real threat, for Brands to be able to do damage with the Blazing Duet. So much that Bigetron can't really ignore it. And of course for Clockun, can never ignore that late game Novaria presence. But for now, they have to wait and just defend. They don't have the tankiest of frontliners, so Bigetron are definitely looking for an opportunity. And look at Key.
Technically, the playmaking tools aren't there. Dreams gets caught quite low, still able to regenerate. But you're right. Brands has only 2 items.
If you compare that to Eman, Eman's already on the 3rd item, and he's going with Brands' own approach we saw in day number 1. He's going for the attack speed build. He wants to be relevant all the way till the late game. But this game might not even go that far as they make a move for the base turrets when the Lord is just so far back.
They have the range. They can play with the range here, and that is scary. I wonder how many stacks Moreno has right now, because if it's at that 100, almost 200 mark, then that's when the damage is seriously going to ramp up for him. What was his items earlier on? Do you recall?
Block, Lightning, and Ice Queen 1. Oh, Key's getting jumped on by Fluffy. He finds the kill. Blazing duet by Brands, but Moreno denies the play. It's a 1-for-1, 1-for-2. But now Evos Glory, they will have space to clear the Lord. Base turret quite low in the mid, but it's still up.
I think tonight Brands is going to be having nightmares about bats, because that was a bad impact to end his life. What in the world is that damage? Boom!
Ooh.
Even onto Fluffy!
Oh! Moreno collects the unstoppable man. This does not seem like Moreno. Is this Rembo playing?
505. He's channeling his inner Renbo here. He's dangerous. Annabelle wants to look for something though.
Oh my god, Brands deals enough damage. Unfortunately, it was Dreams who collects the shutdown. And again, Brands already online, seems like, with, 3 items already collected. So to say that he's not ready, that's not the case.
He can definitely do damage if he's allowed the space to do so, but he has to be careful. He did go with the Aegis, so he has a bit more tankiness to play around with, but we saw that if he just goes in randomly, Moreno right now, with his bat impacts, can do upwards of 1,000 damage, and that was before the Divine Glaive. Now with the Divine Glaive, even the frontliners are not safe. Even Annabelle, he went with the Radiant Armor, not an Athena. So if he just walks up and occasionally takes a massive bat impact, he's gonna get chunked down way, way lower before the fight even begins. He has the Sky Guarded helmet, I believe, for that exact reason, but he still has to be careful in his approach, especially in these big fights.
Talking about Moreno, right? The game fact by Gope. This is the debut of Sicilian in MPL ID Season 13. Wait a minute. Portal?
He was stunned. Evos Glory, they will not be hasty though. They will find the taunt onto Chorizo, airborne as well. Key in the front side flickers back. Annabelle receives a lot of damage with Fluffy. Will deal damage on towards Key. Now the collapse, Brands finds the shutdown. But Amon secures the trade. Now Brands and Dreams trying to find the double. There you go, Evos Glory, they want to collapse. So Rizolo, they will back away. Evos Glory finds the 3.
They're running for the hills. Clockun almost made contact there, but they were still able to dodge around. 3 members taken out for the price of 1. And look at Brands go ham on these objectives. Turrets are falling left and right. The space has been given. Super Ken still able to save his purple buff. And the crowd goes wild once again. Evos fans are celebrating here in Jakarta International Velodrome.
That's interesting though. Oh, Fluffy now.
He will commit on towards Fluffy. Just like in the early game, Fluffy will not be able to escape. He will fall again for the 6th time. And with that, 1,000 gold lead almost here. Still in favor of the Bigetron Lord. Area is actually controlled mostly by Bigetron members. Let's see how will Evos Glory respond. Dream stunned. Key looking for an engage. So again, Poisson's early. Annabelle though. Oh my god, look at the damage he's receiving. He might fall here, but it will be Brand's. That's a mistake. Bigetron Alpha finds a loophole. 2 members taken out. Potentially 3 here. Dream still with the immortality, but that's a mistake. Evos Glory lost 2 important members.
2 members down. Base turret on a sliver of HP. They're gonna go for it without waiting for the Lord. Can they do it?
Yeah, let's see. Dreams still up. Minions now spawned, but the damage will be enough to take Dreams down. Lockun Fluffy versus 5 members of Bigetron, and soon the 6th man of the Lord will come as well.
Oh!
Annabelle Brand's back. Lockun taken out by Iman. Now they will find a response here. Super Ken taken out. Annabelle looking for a kill as well, but the Lord needs to be taken care of. Bottom side still up, but top lane will fall. Now Annabelle and Brands looking for the defense with the Lord still up. Iman just dealing a lot of damage, and Brands will fall as well. Ladies and gentlemen, today there will not be a clean sweep. Bigetron forces series on towards a game 4.
Moreno. This man
Wow.
had so many